that going, so we're good to go. Okay, so as we go around the track today, I'm going to use some words for you. Words like turn as an example. When we get to the point that we're supposed to turn, I'll say turn. That's when we start turning the wheel nice and smooth. We don't want to do anything that's rough with the car. If I say the word more than once, if I say turn, 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 I don't want you to say I am turning, it means more turn. More. If I use the word brake, and I use the word brake several times, and my voice gets high and squeaky, and perspiration starts flying off my forehead and hitting the windshield, I need you to react. Seriously, in any corner, if I say the word brake more than once, you need to give me some brake. If I say it a third time, we're already in some trouble. So if I'm asking you to brake, show me we have good control of the brake. And the better you do at that, at braking and turning, the more you're going to hear me use the encouraging word of accelerate. It's not my job to make you go slow here. It's my job to keep us safe and let you get the most out of the car you're capable of doing. So that's what I want to do, but you have to reassure me that you're listening to me with the brake, because the better you're doing at the brake, the more we can accelerate through the track. Okay, is that fair enough?
Sounds good.
Okay, and there may be times, we're going to go out for 5 laps, is that right?
Right.
There may be times that I reach up to the wheel. 2 things, don't let go of the wheel. It's easier for me sometimes to show you where I need to be one time on a corner than spend 4 of your laps telling you what you did wrong. So if I do a correction, don't let go of the wheel, but also don't fight me. I just want to show you the proper line, and then next time through I won't touch it. The exception to that is if there's any passing that takes place. If we're passing someone or someone's about to pass us, my hand will always be on the wheel. I'll tell you what's going on, and I'll reassure you we're staying in this lane. Okay? Because we do passing as instructor to instructor.
The hazard lights, you're gonna...
I do all of that. Yep, you don't have to worry about that at all. So any passing, just kind of surrender, you know, again, don't take your hands off the wheel, but surrender that I've got control of the passing.
If we are passing a vehicle, then
Same
just
thing.
wait.
You wait until I say so, you'll roll on some throttle. If someone's passing us, I don't need you to put on any brake. We'll just lift off the throttle, they'll accelerate by us. Okay? And same thing, if we're passing someone, you wait until I tell you, but when I do, then it's like, okay, we're gonna go around them, go ahead and accelerate. We go past them. Just be careful of what's coming up next, that we don't go flying into a corner just to get by somebody.
Start shifting, you're gonna let me know as well?
I will. One of the neat things about this car that's really cool, first of all, we're gonna be in manual mode, so you can upshift and downshift the car. But what's nice about this car is if you don't upshift, if you have the throttle all the way down to the floor going down the front straight, it will maximize the RPM and do the upshifts for you. It's very good at it. If you want to upshift yourself, you can, but the car is very efficient as long as we have the throttle all the way down. If you don't have it all the way down, it won't upshift. So we'll be downshifting to second coming into this final corner. You can roll on that throttle, hold it down, it'll go into third, it'll go into fourth. It will not downshift for you though, so you will have to do the downshift at the end of the straight. But that's up to you. You can use your upshift if you want, but it's more efficient if we just roll on the throttle and hold it down. Any questions so far?
No, there should be.
Okay, this paddle will do our upshifts for us. That paddle will do our downshifts. Remember, it doesn't follow the wheel. It stays attached to the column, so it's just straight ahead on any of those. We only do 2 downshifts each lap. So going into this straight and at the end of the straight. Okay, so are you ready to go? All right, go ahead and turn that key. That won't start it, but go ahead and turn the key on. Go ahead and turn the key on. We'll put this window down.
For the video, I don't know what then.
Yeah, we've got a different video card in this car, but let me get that off your wrist. So
Oh,
it's
okay.
not
I thought it's... All right.
But it's a different video card that this one uses, but that still signifies me that you'll be taking that video with you. Go ahead and hold down the engine start. And that gets us started up. Now, to get the car rolling, you're going to have to put your foot on the brake and pull back on the right lever. That'll put you in first gear. Excellent. And what we'll do is we'll go out through this opening over here. So give me a left turn. Yeah, you're in first gear. We're just going to go out through that opening. You'll take a little bit of throttle to get us rolling.
Should we wait for these people?
Yeah, because people walking very seldom are paying attention. I'll get the window. All right, let's go ahead on out. Straight on out. the gate. Don't worry about behind us. I've got already visually cleared us. There is one car coming around, but he's ways back. Okay, go ahead and start accelerating for me. Move over onto the track itself. Okay, brake and downshift for me. Good. Here's our first apex over here to the left. Get nice and tight to it. Let the car come out a little bit. Now visually start getting ahead of the car with your eyes. Good. Stay over to the left and then in towards the right. Unwind out. There we go. Now this is that late apex. Spot it first. You got to see it before you turn the wheel. We turned in way early, so I need you to look at it before you turn that wheel. Now back to the right. Stay to the right. And in, all the way into the left. And then back out to the right. We're going to let a Lamborghini get by us. So, all right, continue on. Let the car come out towards that cone. And all the way into the left. You're going to keep the car on that left side. Up there, you're going to brake, downshift, then turn. Turn in, all the way in, all the way out. Roll on that throttle. And brake. A little stronger. Yeah, a little more brake before we do that downshift. So be ready to accelerate. Stick with the green Lamborghini. Go ahead. Excellent. Stay. Now see, the way you're coming through that corner makes this one even more difficult. You got to get in tight to that first one. A little bit of brake here. All the way in, then all the way out. Stay on the left side. You're going to brake, downshift, then turn. Good. All the way in. Then all the way out. Roll on that throttle. Brake and downshift. Good. He's going to let us get by, so go ahead. Good. Stay in. Very nicely done. That throttle, a little bit of brake, stay on this left side, a little bit of brake, all the way in, unwind out, a little stronger braking, wait forward, now turn. Now all the way into this left side, all the way in, good, now back to the right. Doesn't that flow better?
Oh, yeah.
That throttle's going to hurt you though, because it makes this corner tough, so be careful on that throttle there. Now roll on throttle. Let the car come out. We let it come out here just to make this easier to get to. Because we got to stay on this left side. Brake and downshift. Unwind out. Brake. Stronger. Good. Nicely done. Now you're kind of rocking the weight back and forth. You got to be smooth with that throttle. Don't do this with it. All the way in. Good. Go ahead and squeeze it. And wait for this late apex. got to be unwinding to go to the throttle. If you throttle in the middle of the corner, it's going to shut down on you. Brake, downshift. Go ahead and turn in. Now you drive your line, not his line. Stay with him. Okay, let's go past. To turn in there too early. You're turning before you spot your apex, aren't you?
Yeah.
So get that head looking further ahead. The further ahead you get your eyes, the better everything in here operates. Again, drive your line, not theirs. It's okay, you can get a little bit closer. Upshift. Good. Third gear's where we want to be. Now stay up a little bit closer to them. Good job on your line, not his. Stay over to the right. All the way in. Unwind down. That's our 5 laps. I'm going to give you another one because they held you up a little bit.
Thanks.
It's on me. Brake and downshift. Turn in. Easy on that throttle. Now go. Don't pass him. Do not pass him. Catch up with him. We can't pass till he has acknowledged us. And there's our acknowledgement. Let's go ahead around him. Go ahead. Accelerate. Brake. Easy. Don't get crazy on me now. Brake.
Bad.
All the way in. Unwind down. All right. And we're going to go out through the gate there. Follow that building right around to the side. Good job. Now what happened there towards the end, you got a little aggressive with that throttle. That's just going to bite you. Remember how I started out saying we got to be smooth with all of our inputs? If you start getting aggressive in the middle of the corner, it just compromises the next corner. And we want to be smooth coming in so that we can be quick coming out. We're going to go down to stall number 21.
Well, never had anything like this before.
It's pretty amazing, isn't it? It's a lot of car.
I drove a GT500 Mustang, but you know, street traffic, that's a totally different thing than
completely different.
Plus this car, it's probably a...
And then you can start to see when you weren't getting your eyes up, it just compromises everything. But the better you can get your eyes ahead of the car, the better everything in here happens. Okay, let's wait for them. They're not going to pay any attention. Okay, let's pull up a little bit more. Just straight ahead. Okay, pull back on both levers, both shift levers. That puts us in neutral. And if you'd swing that seat to the back.